May 17th of 2015, I was merely a junior in high school, and that is when 21 Pilots released their third studio album, according to most streaming services, Blurryface. It was where most people's first 21 Pilots album was. Certainly mine. I remember being in the car, listening to Tear My Hair for the first time, having feelings about it, and my best friend showing me the rest of the 21 Pilots discography, and falling in love with the band. So with that being said, what do I feel about every single song off of the album? Well, we are going to rank all of them. Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, depending on when you're watching this. How's it going, guys? First off, I hope you're having a good day today. Hope your day is going well, and hope it continues to go well. In this little series of ranking all the songs on 21 Pilot albums, we've already done Vessel, and we've done Self-Titled, so go check that out previously on the channel. We've also ranked every single album in, my personal rankings, so definitely go check out that video. Also, all those videos will be down in the description box below for you to go check them out. And also in the comment section below, let me know how you rank all the albums off of Blurryface, and we'll see how we match up, and I'm curious how you all rank the songs, because I assure you, we are definitely going to disagree. And remember, music is so subjective. What I like, you definitely won't like. What you like won't be what your neighbor likes, so on and so forth. But that's the beautiful thing about music, is we can have these conversations about what we like, what we don't like. Anyway, enough dilly-dallying. Let's get into our rankings of all the songs off of Blurryface. And let's start with number 14, and if you're a long-time viewer of this channel, you'll know what my number 14 is, so let's go ahead and say it together. 3, 2, 1... Hometown, which that's going to make a lot of people upset, and there's probably a lot of people hitting the dislike button right now, but let me explain. Live, Hometown is beautiful. I watched live performances of Hometown, and I love it so much. Lyrically, it is great. However, if we're judging it just on Blurryface, just the album, the production on it is very lacking in my opinion. So, what do I mean by this? So, when the song starts, when Shadow tilts its head at me, that whole entire section, if we turn down the echo and the reverb a tiny bit so the vocals are more clear, that would be great. For me, it took forever to understand what Tyler was singing there without looking at a lyric book and/or Genius.com. Also, in the chorus, when I listened to this in the car when I was learning it for a guitar lesson on the channel, I noticed that the panning, the vocals in the chorus would be panned to the left side, the guitar synth would be panned to the right, and that was overwhelmingly loud compared to the vocal. So, pan the vocal center, and also pan the guitar center also, and lower that guitar right underneath of the vocals to where Tyler is more pronounced, and this guitar synth line isn't poking out so much. Other than that, it's a song. Anyway, that is my hot take. Let's get into the rest of the rankings. And that's also why every punishment I have on the channel is Hometown related. For example, if this channel hit 5,000 subscribers by the time I would go see 21 Pilots on October 30th, then I would do a full cover of Hometown. If Tyler likes any of my Justice for Sideband covers, like if Tyler, Josh, any member of the Sideband or the band page like or acknowledge the No Chances cover I just put up on Twitter or Instagram, I will do Hometown for Justin for Sideband, because biggest punishment for me is covering my least favorite 21 Pilots song. At number 13, we have Polarize. Now, Polarize, it's a good song, however, it's just okay. It's a pretty forgettable song on the album, in my opinion. Nothing about it really stands out. It is just one dimension the entire time, except when it does the ending. Other than that, that is about it. I like the little Spanish in it, Domingo Fuego, Sunday's on Fire. It's very repetitive at that. The drums on it is great. For me, it was really hard to get into the song at first when the song started. Help me polarize, help me polarize, help me down. And then there was nothing, and then Tyler would continue. It was a hard time for me to get into that. But once you get into the song, that is easy past, because there is that music underneath of it, and I understand it's a cool effect in the song. However, the song, it's okay. It's just an okay song, and it's alright. If it's on, I'll listen to it. But it's just there's better songs on the album. At number 12, It's Fairly Local. Now, Fairly Local, it's a great song. One of my best memories of seeing 21 Pilots live was the first time I ever saw them in Pittsburgh, first leg of the Trench Tour 2019 in June. They did Fairly Local as the third song, and Tyler did the whole teleportation act where he would be on stage, and suddenly he would be up in the rafters, and that really what made the song for me, and it was super cool. And I have a lot of memories driving around my area, being like, yeah, Fairly Local, I am Fairly Local, because I'm from here. However, the song itself, it's pretty basic. Like, it is just basically one verse. You change the lyrics, you add the chorus. The chorus happens, I believe, like 4 times. The end chorus is super cool because Tyler adds the yeah at the end. It's cool. Musically, it's cool. However, it is just one-dimensional, a bit boring, and also doesn't help that there are so many great songs off of this album that something has to get ranked low. At number 11, we have Message Man, a song that 21 Pilots might be performing on a takeover tour because they were caught listening to it on Spotify. So, Message Man, great song. I love it musically so much. Like, the organ synth in it is absolutely fantastic. Has like different sections of it, so it is cool. The rap is really cool. I love the part where Tyler sings, so I'm taking this moment to live in the future, how it like has that little like high-pitched scream, a overdub. It's super cool. However, I do have bad memory association with this just from doing fundraisers at my high school, waking up like 2 a.m. in the morning actually, and then just like standing around for hours and hours. This song would play, so every time I hear this song I associate that with that. Maybe the only reason why it ranks so low, but then again, like I said as before, there are so many good songs on this album, something has to rank low. However, I remember listening to Message Man for the first time and absolutely loving it, and my just feelings for it have like waned over time. However, I think it might be easy to get back into it, and this would also be a good fun song for side band. Definitely gonna have to keep that in mind. At number 10, Tear in My Heart, the first 21 Pilots song I ever listened to. I remember this coming onto the radio and me not liking it at all. I thought it was a ripoff of The Clash's Should I Stay or Should I Go? Remember posting on Twitter way back in the day that I didn't like it, and my best friend proceeded to yell at me about it and introduce me to the rest of 21 Pilots and falling in love with the band. And the song, it is really good. Introduces us to Sally Carver, because lyrics, she's a carver, Sally's a carver, and like, it's a good song. However, my love for it has waned over time just because I listened to it a lot. There is an old cover on this channel that I don't know if it's still published of me covering Tear in My Heart. I think it might be private now. That might be something to dig up later as like a punishment or something. But they're just, like, as I keep saying, because it's so true, there are just so many better songs on this album that it has to be ranked low. But Tear My Heart, still a good song, still have a lot of fond memories of it. Justin, there's so many good songs on this album, but what about Doubt? Well, Doubt is my number 9. I actually really love Doubt. I know a lot of people rank this as their lowest song, however, I really dig it. Like, there's just something that is mystifying about the synth when it opened. I remember at the end of the live stream experience when the credits were rolling, like post-credit scene, when it was like, hey, check out the other things on the website. It was playing the instrumentals of 21 Pilots songs. Doubt was one of them, and the instrumental is absolutely beautiful, and like, I just love the lyrics so much. People can call them easy, but you know what? I like the lyrics. Like, not all lyrics have to be like super deep, super like complex. Simple lyrics work so much, and like that chorus, "Don't Forget About Me," is something that hits home really hard, and like, I love like the little part of the lore in it, with the bishops gnawing away at their system, repeating simple phrases that someone wholly insisted. Like, I just love everything about Doubt, and like, it's just so good. It's so good, and I really do enjoy, which is why I rank it above Tear in My Heart. Okay, Justin, but what about Not Today? Not Today's my number 8. It is such an underrated song off of Blurryface, and it is the least streamed song off Blurryface, which means this is the most underrated, and it is so good. I don't understand why it's the least streamed. Like, there are horns in the song. This song is literally the definition of scaled and icy, because, listen, I know the song's contradictory because of how happy it sounds, but the lyrics are so down. Like, the song is so good. Like, musically, it's fantastic. Like, I can understand people like not liking the way Tyler sings the song, but there's something about it that gives it its charm, how nothing is like super like polished. It's kind of a bit like on the raw side, like when it comes to like how the melody goes. I love it so much, and also just parts of the song I super relate to, and I just love that little break in the middle. Don't you diss me, no, just because I play the piano doesn't mean I am not willing to take you down. I'm sorry. I just love that apology in the middle, and like, it's such a great song, and like you said, 2 thumbs up because there's horns in it. I love that there's horns in it. At number 7, we have Stressed Out, the biggest song off of Blurryface. I believe it is their most streamed song off of Blurryface, as well as their most streamed song of Spotify in general. And in fact, it is. It has over 1,040,000,000. So it is a hugely popular song. And, like, the song is good. I will jam out to it. And plus, it's the definition of my life because I am stressed out all the time and wishing that I was back to a kid when I wasn't so stressed out and I could just live day by day stress free. So lyrics are definitely relatable, and like the next evolution of Slowtown. Slowtown's an amazing song, and it's the evolved form of it, and it is so good. However, like, it's just how overplayed it is, like, ranks it a bit lower than everything else. Like I said, it ranks higher than some things because of how much I connect, and ranks lower just because of how overplayed it is. And honestly, I can make an argument for ranking it lower, like maybe even number 10 for that matter. But for now, it is number 7. At number 6, We Don't Believe What's on TV. Speaking of songs with horns in it, We Don't Believe What's on TV is a song that's under 3 minutes, and I just love it so much. It's super fun to play on ukulele, super fun to play on bass, and I wish I played trumpet so I can play this song. Like, it is absolutely a bop, and like, when Tyler does the acoustic version of it when it's just him and the ukulele, is so beautiful. Chef's kiss, and like, just so good. And the harmonies at the end when they're doing the oh, it's phenomenal. It's just so good for such a short song. So much is said, and it's flawless. Super good. We are now in our top 5. So what is going to take slot number 5? That is going to be Ride. Ride is one of the first 20 Pilots music videos I ever watched, and I should watch it again because it's been so long. But the song is so great. Like, just that reggae rock feel to it. Fantastic. The second rap section is super great. Like, just everything about it, the bass parts, the drums, the synths in it, the breakdown, that I've been thinking too much, a song that has been like, just like that middle section, I've been thinking too much, it has just been on my brain on loop for the past, how long have I been in college? But it's such a great song, and like, I just love how soft outro it is. And like, the version on the live stream also super good. One of my favorite Justin for Sideband's things to cover, and just how it transitions in the car radio is super good. And I often forget about Ride, but when I put it on, it is fantastic. And the Mute Math version of Ride, phenomenal, second to none. Like, it is so good. And live also, when Tyler's just starting on a little tiny like MIDI keyboard, when it's just like a synth pad, super good. And speaking of Mute Math, at number 4, Heavy Dirty Soul. Heavy Dirty Soul is so good. It is so heavy, and I love it so much. Every time I think of the song now, I just think of the live stream experience when Tyler jumps onto the car after Jumpsuit. The live stream version in live also is fantastic. They did this on the second leg of the Trench tour. Instead of doing a fairly local, they did Heavy Dirty Soul, and it was so good. And my biggest problem with the song on Blurryface is that it's missing the scream. That's why I love the Mute Math version more than the Blurryface version, is because it has the scream at the end. And like, every time I hear the studio version of Heavy Dirty Soul, I put the scream in. I just need this scream, much like I need the scream in Heathens, the scream in Shy Away. But Heavy Dirty Soul, such a good song. The rap sections are great and they're fun to rap along to, and just super good. And the breakdowns in the song, fantastic. I love Heavy Dirty Soul. At number 3, we have Goner. Now, Goner is super sentimental and super deep to me. It's kind of like my Attic with a Pen. I can share my feelings about the song, however, I don't feel comfortable yet. With certain people, absolutely, but for the general public watching, I'm just not ready yet. And there are a lot of people out there to share the same experience. And like, the song also ranks high because this is one of the first songs I've learned how to play on piano and will still play to this day because it is a really fun piano thing. And I also did an orchestral version of it that's still up on the channel I do know of, and I want to redo it again, like just that whole symphony Goner, because it was fun to make, and like I think it'd be absolutely beautiful. And it's such a beautiful song. And then just the end, how heavy it gets, it is the perfect way to end this album. And like just that scream to where the mic clips and it gets distorted, and it's chef's kiss phenomenal. It's so good. At number 2, The Judge. Now, The Judge might surprise a lot of people for it ranking this high. However, it is an absolutely fantastic song that just keeps adding and building, and there's different sections of the song, and it makes it so great. And like, it's super fun to play on ukulele, super fun to play on guitar, and like one of my favorite songs to sing along to. The intro of it, where it reminds me a lot of the Jumpsuit intro, where it was just like this wind underneath of everything. And like, the lyrics, they are super good. Like, there is so much good about this song, and I feel it is one of the more underrated songs off of Blurryface. Not a lot of people talk about it enough, but it is fantastic, and I just love it so much. And also the Josh Dunn at the end during the celebration section, to where it's just like happy synth organ stuff, and then the organ hit where it just like, so it's such a good song. Then like the mini reprise at the end when the song ends, how it's just like a radio effect, like super in the background. It is super good. The Judge is so good. I love it so much. And that leaves just one song. My favorite song off of Blurryface, Lane Boy. Lane Boy is like, just something about it is so unique and so heavy, and I love it so much. It's the song where Tyler Joseph says he breaks character, and like the music video is absolutely fantastic. It talks about the music industry, and like it just has so much weight, and it's so good. Live, it is my favorite thing they do. Like, just the big dance party that happens with the two people in the Blurryface video, the white jumpsuit, the hazmats, they with the fire extinguishers, like just them swirling around. It's fantastic. What's on the LED boards, beautiful. I need to go watch like the videos I have live on my phone now, because I miss it so much. And when they did it at the live stream, I marked out so hard. I was out of my chair. I was like, this is fantastic. In that transition, fell in love with it. And the way they incorporated Nico and the Niners into Ride, also so good. And Ride is deceptively hard if you want to learn it on guitar, especially the live stream version when they do the Nico and the Niners section. It is my favorite song off of Blurryface for good reason, and just so good, so fantastic and phenomenal. So anyway guys, there are my rankings of Blurryface. Disagree? Of course you do. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below, and make sure to leave what your rankings are for Blurryface, because I'm curious and I would love to have this discussion and see where you put certain things and where you put Hometown. But anyway guys, I'm gonna go edit this video and go to bed. It is actually before 1 a.m. for once, but I still have to wake up early tomorrow and run some errands and stuff, and I will see you all later with tomorrow's video, where we might be ranking Trench, or we might be doing something else. We'll see, but definitely the Trench ranking will be coming in the future. Remember to go check out member. Remember to go check out those other ranking videos of Vessel in self-titled down in the description box below. Don't worry, we'll get to regional at best eventually. However, we're just gonna make that one of the end ones. But anyway, guys, I'll go ahead and see you all later. Goodbye and good night, but more importantly, have a good day, and I'll see you later.